Hi everybody. In this video we're going to talk about using the announcement banner on your Google Sites. So the announcement banner is a special announcement that you'll put at the top of your Google site, a special message that you want to get out to your audience. So it could be an announcement for your classes, could be about an upcoming assignment, could be something important that's happening in the media that you want to bring them to and just get that information out there to them. So how I might use it, and I'll use this as an example, is that I have a website that or a page on my website that I'm building called the Digital Toolbox. And these are going to be tutorials that I put together or curate for you so that you have them all in one place when you're trying to learn a new tool. So I might create an announcement banner each time that I add a new tool to the toolbox so that you'll know to go check there. Now, one important thing about announcement banners is this is something that is a once in a while thing, or it's a special announcement, so you don't want to have it up there all the time. If you have an announcement banner sitting on your page all the time and it never gets changed, you're really just going to train people to not pay attention to it. So again, this is something that you want to use once in a while on special occasions or when you're trying to get important information out to your audience. So let's go ahead and get started building it. So up here we have the gear or the settings button, and we're going to go ahead and click on that, and then we'll navigate down to the bottom left of that window and we'll click on announcement banner. And here this will give us a few options for building our banner. So first thing we'll do is show banner, obviously. And then the banner color is actually really important. So if you can see kind of in the background here, I have a lot of blues and reds on my website. So I don't want the banner color to match my website because I really want it to pop and stand out. So you don't want it to, you really want the color to be different than the colors in the theme of your website. So I'm not going to pick blue or red. Instead, maybe I'll go with, let's go with this bright gold here because I want it to stand out. So again, I'm going to use this banner when I have a new resource on the toolbox. So my banner might say something, hey teachers, check out the new resources in the tech toolbox, right? And then a button label. So why would you put a button there? So if you have something important you're telling people about, whether it's a website you want to bring them to, a page on your site, a specific assignment, maybe a special tweet or something that you found on CNN.com. You don't just want to say, hey, there's this important information out there, now go find it. You really want to bring them to that information if possible. So this is where your button comes in. So I'm telling teachers in my message that there's some new resources in the digital toolbox or the tech toolbox, and I want you to go check it out. So I'm going to make a button that says go to toolbox. And then I'll link it to that page on my website. But again, this is where you could put another URL in here. You could bring them to a YouTube video or a website or a Google Drive assignment from Google Classroom. Really anything that has a web location you could bring them to. So I'm going to bring them to my toolbox page, open in a new tab. You could check that or uncheck that. It doesn't really matter. And then this is where you decide where you want the banner visibility. So you only have two options in Google Sites. You have the home page only or on all the pages. So you pick the one that's most appropriate. I'm going to leave it to home page only in this case. So now I have everything set. I'm going to go ahead and close out of there. And you'll see the banner at the top of my page. It's in this bright gold. It pops. It doesn't really match the rest of my site. So hopefully eyes will be drawn to it. So like any changes we do, we want to go up here and preview it and see how it looks. We got to make sure it looks good on a desktop. Looks fine. Looks good on a tablet. And on the phone, looks good, except you can see the message gets a little bit cut off here, but a quick tap and the rest of the message appears. So I think that's going to be okay. So we'll close out of here, and then, whoops, let's go back in and see if the links work. We'll go back into preview, and then, hey teachers, check out the new resources in the toolbox. And if I click go to toolbox, we want to make sure that that brings me to the right place. It does. That's great. And that is all set up and works. And that's basically how you set up announcement banners on your Google site.